Some duels. J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Or at least potentially read off some fucking funny ass shit. Because the video I pulled off, and I purposely didn't even look at for any question marks first. I just pulled up like, this ought to have some good shit in there. We'll find out. Is the video I posted a couple weeks ago, or October 28th to be exact, what it says, with Alyssa of Arch Enemy Recognized Carnage if you put it on the player without her knowing, question mark. Highly fucking doubt it. That along with a million other fucking things. 1.2K views and 228 big ass fucking comments. And the very first one is Aegis Raven. No, she would not. Laugh my ass off. Agreed. You got 3 fucking replies. What'd they say? Joe Dinkins. I don't think she knows anything about Carnage either. I mean, Grand Carnage doesn't have a whole lot to know. One out just the album and the demos, but yeah. Highly, highly fucking unlikely. And the thing is, well, you're beating up on her a little hard, J-Dog. No, I'm not. She's fucking in the same goddamn band with the guitar player. That was his first band. Michael Lamont, Carnage. Climbs less than the metal, in extreme metal. You know she's walking around like she's the death metal goddess, right? To her defense, I never heard her say that, nor did I watch any interviews or thing. But hanging out with the buds and in the metal scene, I guarantee that's how she's portrayed, or at least looked, or kind of thinks of herself as. It's something along those lines. You never fucking heard Carnage Dark Recollections? And now she's just, I've heard it. Now you haven't. And again, the litmus test, J-Dog's playing on the player, whoever walks in the room, who we listening to, wouldn't know. Guaranteed. It seems like everybody's fucking agreeing with me, too. What's a death metal thrasher? Laugh a lot. I'm willing to throw down money on that. So am I. If Vegas was taking bets, I would 100%. If it was an no advance notice, nothing, and if you got her in a room, I put it on, and Vegas was taking bets. She knew no bets was being taken. Or like, yeah, you think she'll be able to identify it? Put on any fucking track from Carnage. Just put it on shuffle, whatever. 1-2 songs. Play it. She walks in the room, let her listen and stuff like that. Just to give her a chance to be like, hey, what's her name? Alyssa? And by the way, I didn't even know what the fucking name was. I had to look it up for the video title. Hey, who we listening to? I guarantee you she would not know. And if Vegas was taking bets, is she knows the answer, then you owe us X amount of money. If you don't know the answer, you win the bet. I would totally take that fucking bet, and I would be I'd put down a hefty amount of cash on too, not no $50, because I'm that goddamn certain I'd be right. Anyways, let's see what the fuck else is in here. Don't scroll to the bottom. Goat 66DB. Hey Jenny, what are we listening to? Question mark, laughy face. Yeah, I just used some female male because I didn't know what the fuck I didn't know what her name was until I looked it up. So holy shit, there's a goddamn book of shit. Thin Nice King, what do you think of Maggot Stomp? Question mark. I think the idea of this label's cool. Like, it's kind of like just putting out, well, not kind of, I think that's kind of the whole niche, right? It's putting out like old school sounding 90s death metal bands, late 80s, early 90s, which is my wheelhouse, which I like the most. But most of the bands I hear that come out, I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not Agoraphobia good, that's for sure. Like Morbidius Pathology, it's in that vein. So I like the whole the aesthetic of it, and that they're keeping like that 90s, early 90s death metal style alive. But no, for the most part, I want to say none of the bands. For the most part, what I've heard, I haven't heard all of them. Most of it just doesn't hit me. I'm like, it's okay. But I'm glad to see that's being the what the kids are into. I'd rather them see get into that than some more Cold Chamber fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? That way, at least they're gonna say they like heavy shit. Well, yeah, this is at least death metal. This is a real death metal music and shit like that. Just like, I don't know, just not as good as fucking Sinister. That's all. That's pretty much my opinion about them. This one guy has some question marks, but it's not even fucking making sense. So, Slipknot fan number 1, he's back. I wonder if that's actually like just a obvious, like what they call them, trolls, troll comment, like that's why he made the user ID, or if he's actually that big of a diehard Slipknot fan. Nonetheless, he's got a bunch of question marks, and let's see. Hey, J-Dance, Michael Lamont was actually in Carcass. No shit, man. Now coming over and informed. As a matter of fact, that's the only time I met. No, I have to take that back. When I met Michael Lamont back on when Arch Enemy was still a pretty good band, in my opinion, before the chicks got in the band. I brought my Carcass stuff, especially Heartwork, to this day. The CD gets signed by Michael Lamont. So because I do like Heartwork and shit like that, even though it's drastically different. Should they have changed their band name? Fuck yeah. Is it a sellout record? Fuck yeah. Is it radio friendly? Fuck yeah. But I still actually like it, and so I had Michael Lamont sign it. So yeah, fully aware. And I think that was in 2000 when I had him sign it. And Carcass, and he did something called growing up. Wow. The thing is, I hate when people say that because what do you mean growing up? Like, so stuff like, you mean to tell me like real death metal, like the brutal shit, like Gorephobia, Mortician, Incantation, Sinister, the first couple Broken Hope albums, even the early Cannibal Corpse albums, all the demos and shit like that, like Nihilist demos, take that for example. So that's immature. That's for kids. What do you mean growing up? To me, that's the real shit. That's the man shit. That's the stuff that puts hair on your goddamn fucking nuts. It ain't 4 or 5-year-old little kiddies. It sounds like he grew down. He didn't grow up. He grew down. He grew down into more pussy shit that I would give to the kids. Like, hey, Bobby, I know you're only 4 years old, so we'll ease you into this heavy stuff. That's what I'd give him. I'd give him that later crappy ass fucking arch enemy. That's to ease him in. Or if some fucking tampon boy or chick was to get in, like they don't know metal. What do you start them with? I don't fucking throw Gorephobia, Morbidius, Pathology demo at them. They'd be like, what the fuck is this? Turn their world upside down if they never heard metal. Like, no, you give them the softer shit. You give them the Judas Priests. You give them the fucking Merciful Fates, the Venoms, the Slayers, the Metallicas, the Black Sabbaths. You ease them in there. You don't just fucking just ram it in, right? No lube, nothing. So what? So not even talking about Mr. Slipknot here. I mean, granted, title of his fucking name tells you everything you need to know. Of course, you would think that. What do you mean grew up? What do you mean? But it's not. I've heard people been saying this for years. Even my parents. You'll grow out of that shit. What do you mean? Why would I grow up? What do you mean? That's the big boy shit. You're listening to fucking the sissy shit. You're listening to kitty crap. Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you give Nancy when she's fucking 3 years old, sucking on her thumb. So Nancy's in the car, and so she's all buckled up. So J Dog, don't put anything too harsh or heavy on the player while you're driving. Yeah, you give them the lighter shit, right? The big boy stuff is for the grown-ups. So no, Michael Mott grew up my ass. He grew down. Wow, sounds like that old dog has a bit of Peter Pan syndrome, eh? I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. Nobody should grow up and change interests. Everyone should play on the jungle gym forever. Question marks. This guy's not even making sense. I already made my goddamn point. He didn't grow up. He grew down. The real shit, the heavy shit, that's for the big boys. That's for the big dogs. Pussy shit is for the kiddos. And right now he's playing pussy shit. Started off playing heavy shit, moved on to some commercial shit, moved on to some more extra commercial shit when Arch Enemy started. Thought it was pretty good commercial metal though. But yeah, I'd start the kids with that. I'd start the kiddos. And then when the kiddos got their big boy pants on, they got out of diapers, stopped fucking crapping and pissing their fucking little pampers. Then I'd give them Carnage Dark Recollections when they grow up. That's what the grown-ups listen to, goddammit. Ryan is there too. Got to bring him off, and he's got a question mark. J-Dog, fucking comment and question below. Beating a dead fucking horse with another dead horse here. Yeah, kind of a lot of that going on this channel, right? But hey, it gets brought up, and there's nothing else that's fucking funny. So if anyone that doesn't like it, change the goddamn fucking channel. But goddamn it, I'm fucking annoyed to death with the Swedish death metal clone bands today. You got that right, bro. I don't disagree with that. For fuck's sake, people come on with something new or nothing at all. I wish most bands in the last 15 years didn't exist. And it's not because I think they suck or anything like that. It's just because it's too cluttered. You can't check out anything. Even if you want to be that elitist or kind of like I'm the most metal guy in the world, which ain't nothing wrong with that. That's kind of cool. Where you kind of archive it all, purchase it all, have the biggest collection archive, which I do think is a pretty cool goal. Nothing wrong with that. It's just impossible now because there's so many fucking bands, and a lot of it's like, did you even need this? You know what I mean? It's like this again. It's just funny because me growing up and the time I grew up in, as a teenager, being in the late 90s, early 2000s, that's what everybody was saying at that time. Like, the Dwayne Morrises and the fucking Jim Kanyes, the Donna Deads, the King Follies, they were all saying it then. Fuck, you look back, it's like, it probably could have been slightly cut back to that as far as quantity bands, but now, forget about it. It's fucking just out of hand, like the Tomb says, right? God damn it. Just way too many. So yeah, unless you got something just that's incredible, memorable, and catchy as a fuck, just someone's going to want to listen to it every single day, or it's something new as hell, original, like no one's ever done this. Kind of just pack it up. No point in even doing it. That's kind of my opinion at this point. Because, yeah, it's just everything's been done a trillion fucking times. Especially Swedish death metal. What the fuck do you need that for again? I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, when Entrails does their new album or something, I'll pick it up because it's a band I've been following for years. But a brand new band, hey, we're fucking I don't know what's a cool fucking name. We're fuck your flag or something. You know what I mean? And we're Swedish sounding death metal. If we're starting in 2022, it's kind of like, what's the fucking point? Now, granted, there's shit that kind of comes out that's definitely not that original, like coming out on fucking Hells, and that's not because Hells is doing it, it's because I said I want to do it. Is the Caustic Phlegm demo 2022, best demo I've heard all goddamn year, coming out on 7-inch, of course, whenever these fucking shitty ass vinyl plans get their crap together. It's submitted though, goddamn it. But when you hear it has that Swedish undertone, but it's got that 87, 88, 89 demo feeling where it's really raw. The vocals are killer as hell. So it's not super, super original, but it's just got that punch and feel and just killerness of like, let's say like a Putrefaction Painful Death demo or something. So not that was new, but I love. So there is exceptions when stuff comes out. But if it's just going to be another album, it's like, yeah, it sounds like Left Hand Path. What the fucking point is that? They're completely pointless. Question. If you had the power to re-release any 5 albums ever made under the HHR flag, what would they be? Cheers, brah. For me, it wouldn't be something like a Cannibal Corpse or something like that I think that people would expect me to say, just because it's been out and it's been out properly. So it would have to be something that I'm a big fan of that has either never come out, like on a vinyl release or something, or it has come out, but it was super half-assed. There was no justice done to it. So, I mean, to be honest with you, some of them they have come out. We've done them like the Centurions that we did, Purus Fire and Corazonic Chaos Gods. Those would have easily entered my list as far as top 5, but we did those years ago. So one that we did not talk about is and all the knobness behind it, et cetera, is Abhorrence, Evoking the Abominations. That would be in the top 5 list of one I'd want to do. Close to the top 5, if not the top 5, since they've never done, is the Deeds of Flesh ones. I hear they're slowly but surely coming out now. Like Osmos did a couple, I guess, or he's doing them. And there's that Russian label, but that the guys are bickering back and forth. This is a bootleg, it's not a bootleg. I don't fucking know. So they're kind of out, but let's just say a year ago, before anyone were out, the first 4 to 5 Deeds of Flesh albums, any of those could have fallen in that place. Especially probably Inbreeding the Anthropophagi. And the reason specifically that one is because Trading Pieces has been done on LP at least, and there's a bootleg version of it. It's been done several years ago, which I own, of course. And their Path of Weakening, there's been at least a 12-inch picture of that. Back when it first came out, I own it, of course, as well. And then so it'd be my main 2 out of the first 4 that I'd want would be Inbreeding and Gradually Melted. The only reason I pick Inbreeding is it's a fucking full length. So if I had to pick just one, I guess, out of those, so for the top 5, Abhorrence, the Deeds of Flesh, Inbreeding. What else? What else have I fucking talked about? Oh, by the way, I don't know if they make the top 5, but goddamn, I'd sure like to do it. Ian from fucking Burial, he contacted me, heard me talking about Enlightened with Pain album. He's no longer in the band, but he's been talking to me. Hey, like maybe hook you up with the guys that are in the know. So hopefully, Hell's Headbangers could fucking do that because that'd be great. So we'll see. But so far, there's at least somewhat progress. Somebody contacted me, but then Burial Light with Pain, that'd be somewhat up there. Oh, you know what? One that I really would like to do, contact me too, goddammit, for anybody who knows, and hopefully they're not too rock star enough. And I can't believe this has never been out on vinyl. Now, if it has, like I mentioned the Cock and Ball Torture first time, where someone's like, yeah, it's been on vinyl. Oh, well, shit, I've never seen it before. Cool. I need to go get it. So sometimes I'm just out of the loop, didn't know. But to my knowledge, this has never been out, is the very first Skinless album, Progression Towards Evil. I don't know how in the fuck that's not on vinyl. Now, the second album, because I don't like the first 2 albums, all the rest I thought pretty much blue chunks. The second album came out only on 12-inch picture disc. I own, of course. So that's never been on 12-inch LP, to my knowledge, to like regular 12-inch. But the Progression Towards Evil, the first album, my favorite, I don't think that's been on anything, LP or pictures. I sure as hell don't have it. I've never seen it. Now, if it come out in the last few years by an obscure label and it just didn't come through Hells, I never saw it on eBay or anything to pick up, then fine, let me know. Send me a link. I'll buy it. But that might be in there. I really like that record, and it's shocking to me as far as because Skinless is kind of a band. I'm not going to sit there and say they're huge, but they kind of blew up. They're pretty popular in that style of music, right? So I would love for Hells to do that, but again, this relapse on it now, and they say, "Oh, we're not letting you guys do it because we're going to do it." Okay, well, why the fuck haven't you? It's been years. I mean, when that fucking goddamn thing come out, it was like '99, I believe. That album, not even '90 goddamn eight. Now, granted, they didn't own them the whole time, but they've been on relapse since I think there was the third album when they. Are they? Is it the second album on the relapse? I think it's just the third. For sure, the third because I remember it's sucking ass, and we got it from relapse. That big Tutti Frutti box of Fruity Pebble covers. The cover art that they had, the third one, weak as hell vocals from what I remember. But the second one might be unlistenable or something like that. But nonetheless, they've been on them. The third album has been out long fucking time, 20 years now, or close to it, goddammit. So don't give me that crap. They bought the back title. We're thinking about it. You're thinking about it for 20 years, you're not thinking about jack fucking shit. Don't give me that thinking about crap. So that's I can see that happen. But if Skinless is interested and there's no tie down and no fucking nonsense to where we're gonna be denied to doing it, hit me the fuck up, goddammit. We'd love to do the first Skinless on vinyl. So how many I say now? Abhorrence, Skinless, uh yeah, Abhorrence, Deeds of Flesh, Skinless. Let's throw the burial in there just because I can't fucking remember off the top of my head the rest of shit and don't want to bore you guys for years. The Morticians, for example, those would have been there too. Those would have been in the top fives easily, but we got them all. So don't get saying so. That was a dream come true, right? And let's just put one that we are doing. I think the layout's done. Eric and Keith have been going back and forth. Um, is the Rotting Crushed, Rotting from Canada. That fucking Crushed album is fan fucking tastic. I've loved that since I was a little fucking boy, little goddamn warlock, fucking you know what I mean, teenager. And it's only on CD, and so I think we're doing a CD release of it too, which is cool. But I already have a CD, so if we don't, it's not that big of a concern to me. But put it under the Hell's banner. It's been long on print. Why not? But definitely a 12-inch vinyl, and that's never been on vinyl. And you don't know that, Devils. Fuck, that's something. So that came out in the 2000s when, like I said, the Kanyas, the Dons, the Dwaynes, and everybody else, King Fowler's like, oh shit, all sounds the same. All this brutal stuff, all that stuff, Brian Nash, like sounds the same, shit like that. You probably Ronnie Crush. What are you talking about? No, don't. What the fucking fuck are you talking about? This don't sound like everybody else. And to this day, a bunch of bands don't sound. I'm not gonna say that they don't sound like nobody, but it just had that. It had that heavy, catchy punch, but with aggression as well. Um, Memorable as fuck, catchy as fuck, very easy to get into. Unless you're just one of the Cavalt fucking raw black metal guys, and don't waste your time checking it out. But if you like heavy shit, you like brutal shit, you like catchy shit, and you're put it this way, I thought it was better than everything on Maggot Stomp that I heard. But it's in that kind of like fan base of death metal stuff. It wasn't as good as Rotting Crush in my book. And again, that's no knock on Maggot Stomp or any of the bands on there. It was just that good of a fucking record. And for the younger goats that listen to all the Maggot Stomp stuff, pick up that goddamn Rotting Crush when it comes out on Hell's Headbangers, goddamn it, because goddamn, that's one for J-Dog to be pumped about. Let's get one more in there, goddamn. We're at 18 minutes. Let's see if we get something fucking kind of see if we can get something goddamn good in there. Sewer Bomber, J-Dog, question. What was this last album / song that you listened to before making of this video? How would you describe it in 3 words to a pink panty poser? I'm not sure. Like right before I recorded this video I'm making now, what was the very last thing I listened to? What the fuck was the fucking thing? I'm at the shop. I played. It was the new Aries Kingdom album. That's the very last thing I listened to. I don't even know if that's your goddamn question, but I guess if you're curious, that's what I listen to. Barbarian Blood. Nope, she's a poser. We know this. Again, I don't know it, and I don't want to be that Cavalt guy where I'm beating up on her too much because I don't know what she goes around saying. You know what I mean? She's not a poser. She's not claiming to like any of this stuff. It's just, and it's partially not her fault. Like I said, I don't want to be that guy to bang up on her too hard. Is she's in the metal scene, which it attracts the more commercial side and the bigger side, so more eyeballs on her. And it's just, damn well the uneducated is kind of looking at, like this, like, damn well there's somebody out there, probably more so up in Europe, because I don't hear anybody like in the kind of like the mainstream bring up Arch Enemy in the US. I definitely get the vibe it's probably pretty commercially acceptable over in in like anywhere in Scandinavia or Europe. Could be totally fucking wrong. I'm just saying I get the vibe that they're like a bigger fucking band over there. To where if you walk into Walmart, whatever the hell grocery store is over there, the equivalent, it's not too out of the norm to see an Arch Enemy shirt. I don't think I've ever walked into Walmart here personally and ever seen an Arch Enemy shirt ever. I don't think I ever have. So I think they're a pretty. I'm guessing they're a pretty common band over there. And anyways, with any of those Clueless guys, you know damn well there's somebody like, yeah, oh man, it's so fucking heavy. Did you hear that female fronted vocals? Man, she's the goddess of death metal or the goddess of metal. You know somebody's saying that. You're like, what? You know, like the people, the devil's in the know, like everybody in the goddamn comments. That's all I'm saying. So it's maybe not her fault because maybe it is. I don't know, but cause I don't want to say too much without seeing interviews and shit with her, or actually meeting her because she might not be saying it herself. But regardless, okay, fine. It's not her fault. She's not the annoying one. Kind of like the Pantera. Pantera doesn't walk around. We're the heaviest band ever. Move over, Mortician. Agoraphobia. Take a fucking hike. In can who? You know what I mean? Yeah, heaviest band ever. Fucking Rochefort, never heard of them. You know what I mean? They're not saying that shit, but it's their fan base. So I bang up on the Pantera for that reason. But at the same time, I'm really not talking about the band themselves. I'm talking about their just ignorant as fuck, dumb as fuck fan base. So kind of the same thing with this Alyssa chick. So she might be fine. She might be, yeah, just not in metal, but not really a poser. She's not really claiming to be metal. But she's like, hey, I was a gun for hire. They gave me a big fat paycheck and they said, do these vocals and that's it. I'm like, all right, okay, kind of fair enough. I mean, I can't blame her for that. But the fan base that you know's thinking it, I know there's somebody out there fucking saying it or something of the like. That's who we're talking about. That's in case she happens to see this video, not that she would, and don't give a shit if she does it either way. Yeah, it's just that's what I'm talking about. The fan base is fucking annoying. You ain't got us. You haven't heard Carter's fucking Dark Reckless. You ain't got us fucking shit. So get lost. Anyways, that's it for this one. Devils, comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Put the comments, get an answer, bring in the morning. Later, goddammit.